Okay, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. I'm back right now. I told you I was going to come back and finish this. Um, this is part two. This is part two of the law class number 12, part two. We're just going to do 7 laws. We're going to do 7 more laws, and that'll be it for today. Okay. But this is part two of the civil law class number 12. We're still on the civil laws. Right now, in the civil law, the God of Israel is just explaining to us and letting us know about how, you have to respect each other, you know, privacy. You have to respect each other privacy, whether it's your mom respecting their daughter or your daddy respecting their son. The God of Israel uh, want you to respect each other privacy, okay? Don't hurt your son. Don't hurt your daughter. Don't rape them. Don't molest them, okay? This is totally unacceptable behavior for a father or a mother or auntie or uncle or a brother or a sister or you know it's unacceptable, or a cousin to rape is unacceptable. So we just going over the laws right now. Where the God of Israel is telling you what you cannot do concerning your family, looking on their nakedness and lusting after your mama and lusting after your sister and lusting after your brother and lusting after your auntie or lusting after your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law. Okay? So let's pick it up where we left off at. We left off at law number, let me check right here. I think you guys can still hear me. I think so. I think you guys still can hear me. And if you can't hear me, because I'm on the other page right now, I'm on the other side of the page. So if you can hear me, that's good to know. So let me try to see if this is going to work right now. Okay, we are at law number. We finished law class part one with law number 43. Law number 44, I'm sorry, law number 143, law number 144, law number 145. They all have the same Bible verse, okay? So we're going to pick it up at law number 146. Not to marry a woman and her daughter. Leviticus 18:17. Not to marry a woman and her son's daughter. Leviticus 18:17 for law number 147. Law number 148. Not to marry a woman and her daughter's daughter. Leviticus 18:7. Okay, so you got 3 laws right here where it tells you that you cannot marry your daughter. You can not to marry a woman and her daughter. So you cannot marry the mom and then turn around and marry the daughter. That's against the God of Israel. You cannot do that. You cannot marry the mom and then turn around and marry the daughter. Divorce the mom and then marry the daughter. Leviticus 18:17. Let's read that. Leviticus 18:17. Leviticus 18:17. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read all of these laws, all seven of them. All seven of them, I'm going to read them. Hopefully, you can hear me on the other side. I just want to test this just to see if it's going to work. And if it don't work, I can come back tomorrow or another day and do law class number 12 part 2 over. But I just want to test this to see if this going to actually work. So law number 146, not to marry a woman and her daughter. Leviticus 18:17. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shall thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. Okay, so law number 147, not to marry a woman and her son's daughter. Not to marry a woman and her son's daughter. Leviticus 18:17, same law. Law number 148, not to marry a woman and her daughter's daughter. Okay, you cannot marry a woman and her daughter, okay, which would be something like your granddaughter. Not to marry a woman, her daughter's daughter, okay, not to marry a woman and her daughter. You cannot marry your granddaughter. That's Leviticus 18:17. And it's a lot of granddads having sex with their grandkids right now. That's been going on for generations. Law number 149, not to have relationships with your father's sister, that is your auntie. Leviticus 18:12. Let's read that. Leviticus 18:12. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. Okay, you can't have no sex with your auntie. Law number 150, not to have a relationship with your mother's sister. Leviticus 18:13. You cannot have no kind of sexual relationships with your mother's sister, which is your aunt on your mom's side. Leviticus 18:13. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. That's wickedness, okay? To have sex with your auntie having sex with you. That's wickedness. Next law, law number 150, not to have a relationship with your mother's sister, which is your aunt. Leviticus 18:13. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Okay, law number 151. Going to take it all the way to 154 and we finish. Not to have a relationship with your law number 151. Not to have a relationship with your father's brother's wife. Same father. Leviticus 18:14. Cannot have sexual relationships with your father's brother wife. Leviticus 18:14. Law number 153, not to have a relationship with your brother's wife. That would be your sister-in-law, same father or same mother. Leviticus 18:16. They still kin to you, whether it's through your mom or through your dad bloodline, however. Not to have relationships with them. Leviticus 18:16. Let's read that. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Law number 154 is the last one. And not to have a relationship with your wife's sister. Leviticus 18:18. Neither shall thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness besides the other in her lifetime. So we're going to start right there. I just wanted to read these 12 laws here for part two, still dealing with a lot of relationships with the family members. Relationships and sexual relationship with family members, which the God of Israel is so very against. It is so many black little girls and black little boys, Hebrews, that got raped and molested by people in their families. So many. So many. And they knew it was wrong when they was doing it to you, but did they care? Did they have a conscience? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So with that, people, I'm going to get ready to go, and I will see you next week. I will see you next week. I will be here Monday. I will be here next Monday for law class number 13. Law class number 13. Subscribe and like the video. And with that, I'm getting ready to leave, people. I just read 12 laws, 12 more laws. And we're going to end this. And I will be here next Monday with law class number 13. Subscribe and like the video and share. Talk to y'all later next week, Hebrews. I'm going to end this. So I'll see y'all next week. This is law class number 12, Torah part 2. We're going to come Monday with law class number 13. We're going to pick it up right there. Still dealing with the civil laws. How you cannot have relationships, sexual relationships with people in your family. It's against the God of Israel. So we're dealing with that right now. So again, like I say, stop defending the people that raped you and hurt you and molested you. Hold them accountable for what they done to you. Because the God of Israel will hold them accountable. So I'll talk to y'all later. Subscribe and like the video. Share it.